The Maine State Chamber of Commerce is a business advocacy organization founded in 1889 to better the business environment for Maine's business leaders and its employees. Currently today, it is headquarters located in Augusta, Maine, where President Dana Connors took the time to explain the key role the Maine State Chamber of Commerce has within the state of Maine.
Our primary work is with the legislature. As the voice of Maine business, which is our brand, we recognize those bills that come up before the legislative body every year. There's a long session and a short session. And we try to be there to advocate on the side of those bills that help grow the economy and help business, encourage business to invest. At the same time, there are always those bills, some of which are well motivated but just not fully understood, that we try to be there to say, you know, I think your intentions are good perhaps on this bill, but they have the following impact that will discourage business or that will stand in the way of businesses growing. So we try to be there to also inform the legislative body before they make a decision as to the negative impact of certain bills.
The Maine State Chamber of Commerce currently has around 5,000 members. These companies vary in size as well as profession.
Maine is a small business state, and you often hear the term entrepreneurial spirit, which translated means if you've got an idea and you want to take that idea and put it into practice and see where it takes you in life, there's probably no more inviting state nor a state in which you'll find that entrepreneurial spirit alive than in Maine, interestingly enough.
Elizabeth Park, manager of operations at Sound Limbs, explained the positive effects the Maine State Chamber of Commerce has on her business and how they keep her up to date with legislative activity.
They do have certain benefits for our employees that we can pass along that makes that worthwhile. Primarily with emails, and also they've offered a very nice ability for us to stay on top of laws with regard to human resource and employment practices and that sort of thing.
The Maine State Chamber of Commerce oversees a vast amount of bills that are within the state legislature every year. The types of bills the Chamber looks for are bills pertaining to bond issues, business regulation, economic development, education, and many others that are involved with the business environment and economy within the state of Maine.
We get very involved and very active in bond issues or campaign issues that deal with a subject matter or a policy issue, or bonds that encourage investment, that make improvements, that help employ people and so forth, that preserve the character of our state.
The Chamber goes to great lengths to ensure that all bills within the legislature pertaining to businesses in Maine are reviewed thoroughly.
When 2,000 bills get introduced into a session, while we don't follow every one of those bills, the truth is I have 4 people who spend their time in the legislature looking at different issues. One person focuses on tax issues, one on education, one on the human resource and economic, and the other is on energy and natural resources. They spend their time monitoring that legislation, being sure that the ill-intended consequences of bills are discovered and shared with legislators so that mistakes aren't made that discourage investment or hurt the economy. Nobody really wants to do it, but you've heard the term unintended consequences. Well, that's a real thing. At the same time, it's hard to advance the economy if you're only playing defense trying to stop things. So we try to put forward those types of initiatives that help grow the economy.
In order to inform and unify its members as well as the general public, the Chamber utilizes social networking as well as its impact pamphlet to keep its members up to date with what is taking place within the legislature, as well as ways they can participate within the community, such as public hearings pertaining to bills.
We do this newsletter every single week while the legislature is in session. It's called Impact. And once a month we build upon that with other featured articles, and every one of those talks about, particularly on the weekly basis, what are the bills in the legislature today, what's coming up, what's passing, what's failing. It's to give them insight into what's happening.
In addition to the importance of the sense of unity that the Chamber has with its members, a personable relationship with the legislature also proves to be of importance to the Chamber.
Every year, we invite leadership from the legislature, both parties. We invite the governor and some of the commissioners, as well as my board, which is over 60 members, and a few other business people. We come together, there's a little over 100 of us at Sunday River. It's not a in-your-face type meeting. It's not intended to in any way say, I got you on this. It's more of the human aspects, building a sense of understanding and appreciation for why people do what they do. So we sit around tables and share information, and it's extremely well appreciated by the legislators, by commissioners, by the business community, because too often we think we know and we believe everything that is said, whether it's in media that could be misquote or it could be whatever. It's just that personal one-on-one, that relationship that's so important in politics and in terms of getting the job done, that's valued. And that lasts a long time, plus it also paves the way, if you will, for other issues that come forward. That collaboration is, to me, essential, but it's also the way things should be done.
This collaboration can only be effective if the Chamber remains bipartisan throughout the process.
As an entity, the last thing you want to do is to get caught up with the people in the legislature seeing you as a Republican or as a Democratic organization. Issues are issues. There may be a leaning towards one party or another in terms of what that particular policy is or where they stand in relationship to the policy, but it would be not right for us, and it wouldn't serve us well if, as an organization, our approach was simply to go with one party or another all the time. That would minimize our value and would take away an influence that I don't think would serve us well.
In conclusion, the Maine State Chamber of Commerce is an organization that works tirelessly behind the scenes within the legislature to ensure that Maine will always remain the hardworking state that rewards those who are willing to take the risk and begin a business of their own.